My friend, welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get right into it, bro. DJ Demetrious Johnson, Mighty Mouse, has officially retired from the MMA world. Well, I don't know if he's going to stay retired, because as we know, MMA fighters tend to not stay retired. George Masvidal, Conor McGregor, you can name so much examples. Anderson Silva, they all say they're going to retire. Henry Cejudo, his fucking friend, they all say they're going to retire, but they don't retire. So I don't know if it's official retire, but Demetrious Johnson put out a statement. Not put out a statement, it was on their fucking show. It's weird to me how this retirement happened, because it didn't happen with a fight. It was just a random announcement out of nowhere. It was not like, I'm kind of upset they didn't build an event. Maybe he just wanted to retire. Maybe he didn't feel like he kept going. But I feel like they could have, I don't know, fucking did a whole show about it. Like, oh, this is Demetrious' last show. It would have definitely made him some money too. So that's why I'm like confused. Like, why you retire out of nowhere? Maybe he should. One of my crazy theories, maybe he's trying to retire so he can get out of that contract, go back to the UFC, fight one more time in the UFC. Because I feel like he should have fought one more time in the UFC, bro. I feel like we got robbed of that. But still, Demetrious Johnson retired out of the blue, out of nowhere. In my opinion, should have built a card. His retirement card should have one last fight, then retired. But still, it's his decision, and he retired off of one promotion. Now, this motherfucker history is wild, because you saw the name. Is he the True GOAT? Because everybody's now calling him the True GOAT. Because Jon Jones is not nobody like Jon Jones. So everybody's going to be calling Demetrious Johnson the GOAT. And I'm going to show you his record. Because don't forget, right? This man, I'm going to tell you his B. So he did lose. He lost to Brad Pickett, Dominic Cruz, of course. But the wins he got, bro. The wins he literally... Don't forget, they literally had to trade him because he literally cleared the division multiple fucking times. We all know the Henry Cejudo fight. We know the Tim Elliott fight. We know the fucking Wilder fight. We know the King Guy fight. He literally was unstoppable. And after he came back, he was in the last 3 winning streak. Now let's talk about, is he the true GOAT? Is Demetrious Johnson the true GOAT? I'm not sure. It's hard to say, right? Because it's hard to say. Because I want to say he's the GOAT, but we really have to look at each of them stats. So the worst thing is that, don't forget, DJ literally got traded for fucking Ben Askren, bro. For Ben Askren. Now, some people say, the only way people say it was worth it, because Ben Askren got knocked the fuck out. And people say, oh, that knockout literally made the UFC go bump of stardom. Like, that knockout made UFC get more noise and made Jorge Masvidal a star. And I'm like, okay, but like, it's weird. It's really weird. Like, oh, was that trade worth it? If you just look at Ben Askren, fuck no. But if you look at that moment and what that moment bring to UFC, you're like, maybe, but still, Demetrious Johnson was still a way better motherfucker. He was a way better competition. And it's just sad that we never saw him against the current era UFC fighters, the Cheeto of the fucking Georgia. Oh, like all of those but all those fucking 125s, 135s. I mean 135s, my bad. Still, it's sad to see a GOAT of a fucking division. We all know who he's the GOAT of that division, bro. We all know he's the best in that fucking division, 125. And it's sad to see him go. It's mostly sad to see him fucking go without a proper send-off. I feel like he should have had a retirement fight. Each fighter always have a retirement fight, but no, it was on a run promotion pay-per-view or event. He came out with a suit and said he's official retirement. And yeah, bro, he's done. It hurts to see he's never go UFC. I wanted to see him fight Pantoja. I feel like him versus Pantoja would have been an amazing fight. I feel like DJ would have won that, but still, it would have been nice to see fucking DJ come back and win a fight. Hopefully, the UFC will acknowledge this, and hopefully they would induct him to the Hall of Fame, because he should be in the Hall of Fame. Because literally, it's one of the rare sites where we see a UFC don't like you because you're winning. It's crazy to me, yeah, but that's the story. The gist of the story, this motherfucker was winning too much. He was beating. He pretty much cleared his division, and the UFC was like, "Yo, that fucking." And the funny part is the problems they had back then for 125. They still have that problems for 125, bro. That Pantoja pretty much cleared his division, and nobody's interested in that division. That don't get no views, and they don't know what to do. The same thing happened 10 years ago or whatever. How many years ago is the same thing happening now? Pantoja's in the same spot as fucking what's his name? As same spot as fucking DJ. It's crazy, but the one thing difference is Pantoja's not gonna get traded because there's no. Remember when DJ got traded, the UFC wasn't the UFC what it was right now. The UFC was way less popular. It was just growing. It was competing with Bellator, with O1 promotion. It was competing with that, and it was really one of the trades that we had never seen. It's crazy that a trade happened in the UFC MMA world, but it didn't. I don't think we'll ever see a trade like this happen, but still, like the fact that we seen Brent Askren traded, it's crazy to me, but still. Pantoja's in the same boat. He cleared his division. His division is probably the least popular. It's definitely the least popular out of all the male divisions. That's 100%. And back then, it's still the same thing. I like how times repeat himself, bro. Because DJ cleared out his division. Nobody was there left. He beat Henry. Henry Cejudo was probably the biggest fight they both had. But after he beat Henry Cejudo, it was like, shit, what do we do? And then they decided to trade him because they were like, yo, he's too boring for us because he keep winning, which is crazy to me how someone is too boring because they keep winning. But still, he lost. I mean, he won. The UFC was like, fuck it, let's trade him for fucking Ben Askren, which is fucking crazy. But still, they traded him for Ben Askren. Ben Askren got that viral KO on him. Maybe it was worth it, maybe it was not. And DJ stayed and won. Lost one time to a fucking knee elbow, to an elbow knee, and some people was like, ooh, maybe he lost because the UFC you can't hit grounded opponent. In one promotion, you can hit a grounded opponent. You can knee someone when they're grounded. It doesn't fucking matter. Which the UFC, like the fans want UFC to have this style, but he got kneed to death. But then he came back and beat that motherfucker twice in a row. They had a trilogy. The first fight came back, he knocked his ass out. And the third fight, he won by fucking decision. So he already revenged his loss twice. So like I said, some people are calling him to go. There's an argument. Because this is a motherfucker who got traded because he was winning too many fights. The only thing that's worse is that he really didn't beat this era of guys, but he beat the last era of guys, and he beat great opponents too. It's not like he only beat bumps. He beat great opponents, and then he also fucking beat everybody in one promotion too. The only thing is that the best of the best guys are in the UFC. That doesn't mean everywhere else is bumps. No, I'm not saying that, but it is true that the UFC got best of the best guys. But again, would him versus Pantoja, him versus fucking Eva, or him versus fucking Carl France would have been a great fight. Like him, there's so many fights you could have made. But sadly, it's not going to happen. Sadly, he's retired. Like my prediction is that DJ retire so he could come back and make a fucking comeback in the UFC, bro. I want to see him one more fight in the UFC. Him versus Pantoja would have been a great fight because again, there's nobody in that division still. They still have the same fucking problems of the last 10 years. They have nobody to fight Pantoja. They have nobody to fight the champion. And then Marvin will be a little rematch. So with DJ, they should have swallowed their pride. Like, yo, DJ, we made a big ass mistake. Our bad. Take this bag and fight Pantoja. Do a cross promotion, but their egos is too big. 100% the YouTube world's go call him the GOAT. I do believe he is the true GOAT. Because I'll tell you this, DJ is the GOAT of non-drug users, because we all know it's been exposed John Jones used steroids before. So if we do a GOAT contender for who didn't use steroids, Demetrious Johnson would be first. But if we use who did use steroids and who didn't, it would be John Jones and Demetrious Johnson. Hopefully they acknowledge that he retired because he's a big ass motherfucker. And one last thing, if DJ was 6 foot, he would have been the GOAT. If DJ was 6'4" or even 5'11", whatever, this motherfucker would have been a dangerous ass fighter. But like I said, DJ retired. Everybody's saying he's a true GOAT, which he kind of is, but still, Thank you, DJ, for everything. If you're seeing this video for some reason, thank you. You're the man. Hope you come back to UFC one day and rock it. Anyways, let me know what you're thinking. Yeah, sweet dreams.